Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right. ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
I'm RD. This is Strikeout Beer. What is going on, everybody? Welcome in. Again, I'm RD, flying solo tonight. This is Strikeout Beer. Beautiful little Sunday action. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing all right. Let me make sure I got everything turned down, turned up. I had to hit different buttons and jump all over the place. So you know how it goes. You know how it is. So I'm smack dab in the middle of dry January. I don't have a fancy beer for you right now. It is what it is. We're going to drink an NA. Now, this isn't even like a local brewery or anything else. It's just some beer that we always have laying around. And I went ahead and cracked it. I don't even care about talking about this beer because oh shit, of course I'm spilling it. I don't understand how the hell, if I'm leaning the can forward, it's not like the can, there's a chance for I'm holding the beer can like this. Somehow it's running up the freaking other side of the can. Is anybody else surprised? I'm not even surprised. Where the hell's my napkin? Like, I'm like, where the hell is my towel? It's been so long since I spilt a beer, but there we go. I spilt it a little bit. It is what it is. How's everybody doing tonight? Cheers to you. I don't mind NA beers, especially if they got some good taste to them and they make you think that you're drinking like a normal beer. Because like light lagers, pilsners like that, I just enjoy the taste of it. You know, I think there was some jerk that was giving me shit last year about dry January, and I was like, who are you and why does it matter what you say? I don't know you. I don't care. It's like we're taking the month off because we go so hard in the fall. October, November, December are just wild ass months for us. So this is just kind of the time to kind of scale back a bit. Welcome everybody if you're watching on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, X, Twitch, wherever you're at. I see a couple of y'all lurking back there. I don't want to call you. I just glad to see you. Hadn't seen you in a while. But I was just like, I just like to, I drink, non-alcoholic beer in January. And they're like, what's the point? I'm like, what's the point of drinking anything? You drink Coke because like you like the way it tastes or whatever, or you like iced tea and stuff like that. Doesn't matter. So anyways, I do have, we just had Rodeo by Shiner. This is the first year they put out a non-alcoholic beer. We had that on the show live Wednesday. You can go back and check that out. It was really good. It's an American light lager. So it was like totally crushable, light, refreshing. So it's just like one of those beers like, yeah, it's not bad for an alternative. Say if you're the driver or you're the DD or you gotta do something later, but you wanna have a little beer and it's NA, so you're good to go. This upcoming week, though, I think well, actually, I'm not gonna be around this coming week because it's my anniversary. So I don't know if I'm gonna get away with this. I might. We'll see what Lizzie says about it, but, if I don't really bring it up, maybe she won't notice, but, yeah, no, we probably won't be doing a live show on Wednesday, or at least if Alan does, he'll do it by himself or with somebody else, I won't be around. But, the upcoming weeks, we're gonna have, was it Community? Yeah, I bought the Rando not the Rando, it's a variety pack. It's their NA it's called Nada. Community Beer Works out of is Community Beer Works? Community Beer out of Dallas, Texas, and so they have like 4 different flavors, 3 different flavors. I don't know why I said flavors, 3 or 4 different styles. There's like a Pilsner, I think a Haze in there or something like that. But we'll get into it because that's actually one of the things I'm trying to do more this year is go to more breweries. Now, I went to Community last year, but I popped in there for like 30 minutes or so. I was kinda cruising. I went down to get, some beer from Outfit, and then Community's right next door, so I went to Community, and I just popped in there by myself. I was, like, looking around, I was like, "It's a really cool place," so I think I'm gonna bring Lizzie down there, and just like we did with 3 Empires out of Frisco, Texas, we're gonna do a little, review on it, talk about the beers, and then since I do have some NAs, that's the beers I'll be drinking, so I've had several from Community. I'm sure if you're listening to this and you're in the Metroplex, you've had several as well. So, looking forward to that. That's one of the things I'm kinda looking forward to this year, right? I'd like to get at least 2 new breweries in or 2 breweries in a month. I do wanna venture up north again, going to, Oklahoma. Wouldn't mind going out east a little bit into Arkansas. So we'll see what happens. My TV colors changing, so if you're watching this, yeah, you can see my face was, like, blue a second ago and whatnot. But, I'm looking forward to it. There's some breweries I haven't been to in the Metroplex, and I feel like I need to get out there, and I'm gonna give them a chance, like, I'm gonna sit there, order something off the menu, obviously have a flight, check the atmosphere, the seating, and I did an honest review of 3 Empires last week, and it was a cool place to go. This week, though, like, listen, we went out, we went up to WinStar on New Year's Eve, had a blast, but, your old boy here I gotta hit the mute button real quick. Your old boy got sick. Mine is more like a sinus infection type thing, like, I had just congestion right here and whatnot. That's really it. No fever, no nothing like that. Lizzie got, I think, more of a flu type cold. She didn't have a fever either, but she just, really congested. We've been sick all but was it worth it? Yes, it was because we had a lot of fun. But yeah, no, so, once we're getting over the sickness, um, we'll get on out there. We're gonna check out breweries, check out, um, just, even some brew pubs that we haven't been to, and just review them. That's Strikeout Beer. This channel is gonna get back to doing more beer content. We created SB Fantasy Football. That's gonna have most of the football content on there, and we do have some upcoming shows on that will be dropping here soon. Boom, bust, what was your biggest bust of the year, your player of the year, your MVP, some bold predictions for next year, things like that. So looking forward to it. And I do like the fact that we're kind of separating things out because a lot of people that like the beer, they don't. When we had guests on, we'd be like, okay, we're gonna talk about this, do this, and we goes, okay, well, I like beer, but I don't know much about sports, or I like fantasy, or I like football, but I don't drink or something like that. So, like, all right, let's just get back to having some beer on here. But okay, I was just taking a look at this. I'm like, what the hell is this? But anyhow, so yeah, New Year's Eve got sick, blah, 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 just beat me into submission essentially. I guess you know what? Usually around this time we go around the entire NFL, but we're not doing it this week because half the games didn't even matter, right? Right now they're flashing up on the screen. You had nothing but like backups play. Now there's a couple games that actually meant something, but we'll talk more about that later. We did talk about the fantasy football, the SB fantasy football during the live show on Wednesday. And I just want to say thank you again to everybody who played. It was a free league, but there was a prize to be paid out at the end of the season. But that was if somebody other than myself won. And yeah, I won. I'm the champ. There you go. Showing the people how it's done. I don't just run a show about fantasy football. I provide results, people. But really fun season. Big shout out to everybody who joined us and it was active throughout the entire season. This was our first time running a super flex where you can have a QB or whoever. So the scoring was outrageous. First year playing like that, and Alan stepped it up, man. He just like, oh, we're getting points for everything. Had a lot of fun. Again, big shout out and shout out to Old School. He came in second. He gave me hell all year, along with his wife. His wife's really good as well. I got hold on one second. I got a cough again. It's killing. It's killing me. So we also have two of the leagues going on right now as we're talking about it, talking about fantasy. We have the NBA league and then the NHL league. Not going into detail about this. I just want to kind of talk about it. Right now, Shady McNasty's in first, 9-1. My team sucks. That's me. I'm 8-2. Royal Club 7-3. Taking Luca, me now, 7-3. Old School 6-4. Ball 2-8. From downtown 1-9. And Tony's terrific team 0-10. I don't know if Alan actually knows he's in this league. I don't think so. Because one, he never keeps his name because it's like a Yahoo default, right? That's what they name you. And yeah, so which is really sucks. So I think we need to start giving him crap about that just because. So again, 8-team league, not that tough, but my first year doing it. Hopefully next year we'll get more players as well. It's a free league. It's free league for our viewers, our Patreon subscribers, things like that. You can also check us out for more content, patreon.com/strikeoutbeer. NHL a little bit weirder. We get like 6 teams, right? So everybody's in the playoffs. You don't even have to freaking play out the season, right? We can just go right to the playoffs. But it's been a lot of fun because there's some NHL guys here that they love the NHL. They're in here, like Ryan Rump. He's first place, talking ass. I beat him. He beat me. I beat him, and now he beat me this week. He's in first place. I'm in second. Wire Jaws is the same record as me at 8-4. And then you got No Pucks Given at 4-8. The Mighty Cucks at 4-8. And then Tony's top notch team at 3-9. Again, I don't think Allen even knows if he's in this league or not. No idea. So, he's he's just bringing up the ass end of all these leagues. It is what it is. I know he's busy, but I'm not gonna harass him or anything like that. So, let's go ahead and get on over to the NFL real quick. We're gonna do just not around the league type thing, but we're gonna talk about the current playoff picture because some of the games have finished up. There's, I think, a couple games go maybe one more game is left right now. It was dragging. It was just dragging ass. I don't understand because the early games, seriously, like, one of them was done in 2.5 hours. It was like the fastest effing, NFL game I've ever seen. 2.5 hours. Look down at the clock. It's like 2:30. It's over. I'm like, this is bonkers. All right, I'm gonna refresh this maybe once or twice more and see what's all right, here we go. We start with the AFC. These are clinch spots. There's no pending. There's no in the hunt. There's no on the bubble. You have in the playoffs and eliminated from the playoffs. Top spot Ravens. Number 2, Dolphins. Number 3, Chiefs. Number 4, Texans. Number 5, Browns. Number 6, Bills. Number 7, the Steelers. Steelers got in because the Jaguars absolutely s the bed today. Pathetic. I think Dolphins lose. They can slide down a spot. Let's see. I think they can slide down. I'm pretty sure. Bills, yeah, I mean, because right, 10-6. I think the Bills have a chance to win the AFC. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the game tonight is the Dolphins and the Bills. Well, the Bills are traveling to Miami to take on the Dolphins, so it's a very important game. This weekend, and it's so damn sad too. But um, if the Bills win, they're the number 2 seed, right? And the Dolphins just fall down. But I mean, if you're looking at the AFC, I mean, really, the Ravens are gonna run away with this thing. The Texans are putting up a hell of a fight. They're fun to watch, or the Browns. The Bills are finally turning it around, but and the Steelers got in because, like, 3 teams that didn't need to lose lost. Dude, Arthur Smith is such a bitch, like, such a bitch. Hey, Tim, how we doing? Tonight's a big game that holds a number of possibilities. I'm telling you, I cannot wait to get off of here, go watch that game. I think it starts 7:20 if I'm not mistaken. El Stud subscribing with that tier 1, go Cowboys. Got the Red Rockets up there. What's up, brother? How are you? So good to see you. Oh, man. Yeah, Cowboys, dude, it was I will say something about that game and the Philly game. Philly and Dallas were both losing, like, well into the 2nd quarter, and you're just like, "What the hell is going on?" They're playing like the worst team in the NFC East, and I was like, "Oh my god," but then Cowboys turned it around. The Philly did not. Philly got their ass kicked. It was you wanna talk about a team that's in disarray, it's Philly. Cowboys, as long as they're playing at home, they're okay. If they're on the road, they're gonna be playing a terrible team. The problem is there's not a lot of terrible teams in the playoffs, and let's talk about that real quick with the NFC. NFC, number 1 seed, 49ers. Number 2 seed, the Cowboys. Number 3 are the Lions. Number 4, the Bucks. 5 are the Eagles. 6 are the Rams. 7 are the Packers. Now, if I heard correctly, if I'm reading this correctly, the Packers are going to the Cowboys are going to Arlington to take on the Cowboys. The Rams are traveling to Detroit to take on the Lions, Eagles and Bucks. And then obviously the bye week goes to San Fran. Gotta love it when Philly's getting their arse absolutely handed to them on a silver platter. Dude, they are another was it a hip drop tackle? AJ Brown goes down quick in that game, and then, looks like Hurts, like, broke his middle finger on his throwing hand. His finger's pointing a different direction. They got just problems, and I think Sirianni's lost the team, like, just lost the but anyhow, taking a look at this, you know, let's be honest, I think the game I'm looking forward to is I wanna see the Rams going to Detroit. Matt Stafford back in Detroit, and do the Rams win? I think so. I don't I'm ready to see what the opening lines are gonna be because the Lions have just kinda been they got a coaching problem. That coach sucks. Like, Laporta got hurt today. They're playing their starters for no reason at all. There was a slim chance that if Philly and the Cowboys lost, which damn near it happened, right? But, Dallas righted the ship, that they would move into the 2nd spot. Great. File that under who cares, right? So that you get to play, the Rams and say I don't well, the if you go to the 2nd spot, you're playing the Packers. which I don't really want any piece of the Packers right now. They look pretty damn good. Jordan Love looks pretty good. I'll be happy when, pro sports go away from the buys. Um, bye weeks as in the regular season bye weeks or bye weeks as the first round bye weeks? We talking about that, Professor? Um, but yeah, I mean, you look at this, I think you're gonna have a fun game on your hands. The Packers going to Arlington now, Cowboys are really good at home. They're really good against bad teams. Packers aren't a bad team. They're okay. They're good. Okay, I got you, Professor. I got you. Playoffs. 2013 rematch, we want Green Bay. I mean, you probably want Green Bay. There's no one else you want. I mean, you would take the Eagles at this point because the Eagles suck. But, I'm not hitting the mute button. Actually, I will. I'll do it next time. It is annoying. I hate hearing people talk. Like, just shut up. So, it's personal this time. I think it's gonna be a fun game to watch. The Packers, with their explosive offense, okay defense, but I think we're gonna upset 'em. I can totally see the Rams running absolutely wild against the Lions. Puka just going off, going nuclear. Defense isn't anything to be, snuffed at either. "What's up, Melton? How we doing?" And you've seen it. Dan Campbell cannot manage a game. He's probably gonna go 4th and, like, 2 in the red zone, every single time or some crap, and it's gonna dude, I don't know. I think it's dude, come on, come on. Hey, Bucks won. It was an ugly game, a field goal game, I think. It was just all field goals, but, Baker got that $1,000,000 bonus, made the playoffs. I mean, what are they gonna do? You know what I mean? They're playing the Eagles. There's a good chance they win. Like, when you make the playoffs in the NFC.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
You're hoping that you get that first round against the NFC South, right? That's how the Cowboys, I think, got their last couple wins. They played the NFC South. NFC South sucks. Now, let me say this. They didn't suck that bad when Brady was there. Brady went down there, got a championship. But let's just say the rest of them suck. They did. Come on, let's be honest with one another. Come on, can we be honest with each other at this point? But I'm gonna tell you something that after watching today's game and watching how Arthur Smith acted after he got just ran up on. He's like, "Oh, that's bull BS, man." Blah 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 blah. He's mad because I guess was it a pick at the end of the game, and the guy just decided to run it back instead of kneeling. Who cares? You don't want him to score. Don't let him score. This guy has mismanaged the elite talent all season, and this is what he's bitching about. This dude doesn't deserve. Hold on. Doesn't deserve to be a head coach in the NFL. He is terrible. You have Bijan Robinson, Drake. Is it Drake? Drake London. Kyle Pitts, which I always think Kyle Pitts is overrated. All this talent. And you just what are you doing? How the hell did you get this position? Who did you lie to? Whose cousin are you? You know what I'm saying? You're someone's nephew or you got something on somebody. Yeah. Anyways, so that's the matchup for the playoffs. I think they start next week, don't it? Professor, do they start next week or do they have a week off? I meant to look this up. Oh, Saturday, July 13th or January, July 13th. That'd be yep. And so you'll have 2 Saturday games, a 3:30 and a 7:15, and then you're gonna have 3 Sunday games, a noon, an afternoon, and a, prime time, and then a Monday night game. So, you're gonna have football 3 days in a row. Looking forward to it. The Monday night game, obviously, at 7:15 as well. God, dog. The schedule should be released tonight. Um, just gotta get this Bills game out of the way, Bills Dolphins out of the way. I hope Tua just I'll be honest, I wanna see him blow the doors off the Bills. They're already in the playoffs, they got their wild card, because Jags suck, but, they need to get back on track, and they're playing at home, so why not? Ugh, anybody make any crazy resolutions this year? I really this whole week, I've been just thrown off, and like I said, sick, the sinus crap going on. Hey, friend, hope you're all having a wonderful holiday season. Or how are you? Good to see you. Hope everything's going well for you. Yeah, everything's fine, just been sick. Sick, wife's sick. Usually when I'm sick, she takes care of me. I've been sick, taking care of her ass. So, it is what it is. But, yeah, I gotta head back to the office tomorrow. I've been taking oh my god. I'm gonna complain. I'm just gonna start a rant for a second here, if you don't mind. You don't mind, do you? There's nothing worse than being sick and having to jerk around with doctors, pharmacies, or anything like that because you have no patience. And I knew I was sick. It's not even gonna be a great rant. It's just me just low level complaining, just low level. So, the 2nd day, 3rd day, or whatever it is, I go, "Okay, look, I'm sick. I got it. Like, I can feel the sinus pressure in my face. All I need is amoxicillin. That's all I need. Let me call the Teladoc line. It's free. Just call it. Call, set up the thing. The lady that I'm, like, having this she goes, "We need your medical background because you hadn't done it this year." I go, "Well, no shit, I ain't done it this year. It's the 5th day, 4th day of the year." And so, ask me a bunch of questions. I'm like, "No, I don't drink. No, I don't smoke." No. They're like, "How tall are you?" I'm like, "125 pounds." And, they're like, "You on any medication?" I'm like, "Just over the counter crap." She goes, "What's the dosage?" I go, "What the hell is that?" "What's the dosage on the whatever?" I go, "I don't lady, there's no" she's like, "It should say it on the front." I go, "Only thing it says on the front is the stuff that it relieves. Be more specific." I go, "Do you want drug ingredients or the drug facts on the back?" She goes, "No." I go, "Because that actually says the dosage." And I was like, "It's 5 milligrams and 20 milligrams of 2 words that I cannot pronounce." "Oh, okay." What were you riding my ass for, like, 5 minutes? I'm sitting there looking at this box. I'm like, "Just give me your cell phone number. I'm gonna take a picture of it to just send it to you." I was like, "Let's just get it over with." So, anyways, after I get done with her, I'm generally pretty nice anyways. I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Well, thanks. Appreciate it. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. Doctor will call you in a little bit." All right, fine. I'm laying around. Doctor calls me with an effing attitude and a crazy crackling, popping, bad connection. She's a total see you next Tuesday. Just I don't know. I was like, "What is wrong with this lady?" She's like, "What? How can I? What's going on? I heard you got a sinus infection." I go, "Yeah, I think so." I was like, "Yeah, I'm just congested, this and that." And that's it. I'm taking some sinus compressor. She goes, "All right, well, you need to stop that right now. You sound like a person that stays congested for weeks at a time." I go, "Weeks? I just told you I've had it for like 3 days, 2 days. What the hell is she talking about?" I was like, and she's like, "I'm just gonna write a prescription for amoxicillin. Now what you're gonna have to do is blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "Dude." I was like, "All right, fine, thanks." And I was like, "Jesus Christ." I hung up the phone. After it was over, I'm like, I could not believe I've never dealt with anybody like that. That was just a total jerk. Like, why are you mean? Why are you mad at me? Didn't you wanna become a doctor? This should be the easiest phone call. I'm not asking for, like, some crazy drugs or, something. I'm telling you what's wrong with me. I'm 40 something years old. I've had this before. Anytime the season changes really hard and all the pollen blows in, which the pollen count was up through the roof on, January 1st, I knew I was gonna get sick. I knew it. And so I just sat there, just befuddled. So anyways, this piece of shit CVS place down the street is like the worst CVS on earth. 1, you can't go in the parking lot without getting a fender bender or a door ding or being asked for money or something. Something. It's the jankiest ass corner on earth. So, anyways, I didn't like going over there. So I went and picked up Lizzie's stuff because I'm like, they're still working on my shit. I was like, let me go get your stuff. So I get in the car, drive over here, get her stuff. Real nice to they're nice in general when you do the drive through or whatever. And so I'm like, all right. I go, I got something for me too. Can you check it out? Because it's been a couple hours, it's been like 3 hours. She goes, "Oh, yeah, there was something wrong, but we're gonna fix it, we gotta fix something." I was like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, it's just amoxicillin, come on." And, so anyways, I leave, try back, they don't answer the phone. Like, you can leave a message if you want, but their status is always up on the thing. So anyways, finally, like 6:30 at night, 7:30 at night, you get a message saying it was denied by my insurance. I go, "Well, what the hell, man?" So the next day, I call the insurance company, I go, "Hi, CVS says you denied the claim, it's just amoxicillin, what's up?" She goes, "Oh, no, actually, we never got anything. We never got any submission." I'm like, "I hate this effing place. I hate it. I just want medicine. That's all I want." Oh, there goes the Bears pick. The Bears pick number 1 and number 9 overall this year. Excuse me. And so I'm just like, I don't know what to do, and you can't get anybody on the phone, so if I go up there, it's like gonna be I'm just gonna start breaking shit. I'm like, "I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna sit here." You know what I'm gonna do? They never called me back. I never could get anybody on the phone, and I didn't wanna drive back up there. I go, "I just need to change the damn this is the time. This is where you're like, "You know what? Why do I even go to this effing place? I'm just gonna change where I get my prescription." So I call up Teladoc. I'm like, "Hey, can I change some shit?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's okay. We'll cancel from there and send it on over there." I go, "Let's do it." I go, "It's down the street, same damn distance, but in the opposite direction." And so changed it. I go, "How long is it gonna take, you think, for them to even get a notice? Are they gonna have to call me or anything like that?" She goes, "No, just get it and fill it." I go, "Jesus, I didn't know life could be so simple." Sure as F, within the hour, had it in my hand. I'm like, "CVS sucks. Straight up sucks." That's it. That's the end of it. Now, if this was like Wednesday and I'd already had a couple drinks, I probably would have drawn it out a little bit longer and there would have been some more choice words in there and I would have called somebody else a couple names and this is mellow, right? It's January, it's dry. I'm 7 days into dry January. I'm holding on by a thread, people. Falling apart at the seams, but we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Now, I probably will have to have a glass of wine or something at dinner with my lovely wife for our, 15-year anniversary. So, I'll be breaking dry January, but it'll just be for that occasion, or any other reason I deem necessary. Like, if I get out on the golf course in the next couple days. That's actually what, did it for me last year. I think I went and played golf with my brother, like, on, like, middle of the month or something like that, and I was like, he goes, "You're not drinking?" "No, it's dry January." He goes, "Oh, man, I wanna, I don't wanna have a beer. I don't wanna drink by myself." I go, "I'll have a beer with you, no big deal." And so I had a pint and sat there and just I was like, "Pretty good stuff," and then that was it. Yeah. And then, made it all the way to the last day of the month, and then I, knocked back a couple whiskeys 'cause, I was streaming, and I got talked into it. But I really do like dry January. I know people make fun of it, they talk down about it or whatever, but it's like, when you're as hard as we go, I already feel like it's been the longest year ever. January's always the longest freaking month. But, I just as hard as we go in the fall time, and summer's wild as hell too, I was just like, by New Year's Day, I was just like, "I'm tired of having hangovers." Like, I'm dead serious. I'm tired of having hangovers. It was, easy to sell, to break you. Yeah. I was, like, playing Rocket League, man, and that's you know, I was like, I think it was Rocket League, we were playing Snow Day, I was playing Snow Day, and, it came down to if I got a hat trick the next game, and it was crazy, like, I scored in the first 5 seconds. The other goal was a wild ass long distance goal, and the 3rd one, it came funny off the wall and rolled right in front of the net, and the puck was just spinning right in front of the goal. I could have probably put it in reverse and hit the damn thing in, so but yeah, I just like I said, to each their own. That's just something I like to do. I like to do dry January. I don't do sober October just because it's smack dab in the middle of, fest beers in October. I just can't do it. I can't do it. That's one of my favorite times to drink. So by the time January rolls around, absolutely tired. Like, I'm just tired of just having a freaking hangover. They hurt more now than they ever have. When you get to this age and you go hard, it just hurts so freaking bad. They do. They hurt. They sting. They sting. So, We got the game coming up in about 30 minutes. The Bills at the Dolphins, 7:20 time to be on NBC. I'm actually about to step out and go, check that out. Again, we're having no, this is I'm telling you, this is the most bush league of NAs that we drink, but this is what Alan brings over. There are some NAs out there that are, excuse me, nationwide that will have, like, lower carbs, lower calories. That's what I like around this time of the year too. So that's a perk for me. If it's a, if it's a non-alcoholic beer and it's low in the calories, low in the carbs, things like that, because let me be honest, check that label, because you'll be surprised. Like, some of these beers, like, there's no alcohol in it. They can have 15 calories or 15 carbs and stuff. Trying to slimmer on down, a little New Year's resolution. I'll tell you this, I haven't slowed down an inch. I've flown right through it. I mean, hell, I just ate a bag of hot fries before I jumped on here. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when you're sick. My wife's been cooking a lot lately. We have my father-in-law lives here now, and so she's cooking. I'm eating. That's just the way it is. But I hope to get back out there and at least get back into more of my daily routine where it is a lot more salads. Like towards the second half of this past year, I was like, man, I felt great. Just felt great. Out exercising, walking about, doing a lot of yard work, housework, things like that, staying busy. Even though I was eating, some days I didn't eat as good as others, but for the most part, I was eating pretty healthy, pretty clean. Like, the worst part about my diet was, whatever random F beer that I had. That's it, seriously. So, looking forward to get back into that. Being sick just drains you. Now, there are some, sometimes when you do get that sickness where you lose, like, 15 pounds. I've done that before when I got, like, the flu a couple years ago, but I did have to go to the emergency room, almost died and shit like that, so, just glad I didn't have that. Just congested, as you can hear, my voice is different, my voice is a little bit raspy. Um, Again, we're gonna try to have the live stream tomorrow. We'll see if Alan's down with it. If not, it'll be his decision if he wants to roll live on Wednesday. Chances are I will not be around. Probably not gonna hit that's my next brewery is Community. So I plan on hitting Community probably next weekend. I was looking on the forecast, see if there was gonna be, like, snow in, Arkansas or Oklahoma this coming weekend. I just wanna see some snow. My grandmother sent me a picture of home. It was snowing a while back or, last week. I was like, "I just wanna get somewhere where it's snow." So I might end up in Oklahoma. I don't know. We'll see. But, get a little bit near. Oh, yeah, that's good. So cheers to you. Thanks for being a part of the show. Thanks for being here. Dude, it snowed like crazy here, Salt Lake. No kidding. Nice. I do. I love the snow. I love it. The reason I don't like it so much down here is because of obviously we lose power like every single time it like a little flurry comes out. But yeah, for the most part, I love the snow and looking forward to it. Like when I went to New York a couple years back, it wasn't supposed to snow, so I was kind of down. Right, I was like, "Oh man, this kind of sucks." When we hit the ground, like, apparently the whole weather system changed, and it just started snowing, and it didn't stop. And I didn't pack snow. I had, like, tennis shoes and stuff for walking. It's supposed to be, like, 45 while I'm there. Snowing, feet were freezing. We had stopped at, like, every fricking Starbucks or coffee shop to get, like, coffee every fricking block. That was a really good story. "Hey, Lizzie, how you doing, babe?" That's actually one of my favorite memories of, like, being busy going out of town, going up to New York, hang out in Manhattan, freezing. We'd see the Statue of Liberty. We get on this boat, blizzard coming through, and we're at this everything's freezing. It was it was cold. So, but I'm gonna get out of here. Again, make sure those notifications are turned on. If you're listening to this show audio, if you're on Apple, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google, drop a review for us. And if you want to be part of the live interaction and you want to see the video of this, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Until next time, I'm RD. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, take a drink. I shall take a drink. So, uh, later, Gator. Later, bud. See y'all later. Thank you so much for being here. Adios.